Hi guys, it's Fabulita. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good week, or Friday, so had a good week and are planning some nice things for the weekend. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial today, which is a little bit different than my other content. The reason for this being is that I am now starting to develop my own routine and everything, so I got my standard look down. Well, I'm still improving it, but I've started to get a standard look that I do when I put on some makeup, which is not every day because if I don't go out or if I don't have any meetings or anything like that, then I don't bother putting on makeup. I just keep my face like this. As you can see, my hair is a little bit of a mess. I mean, I just put it up so that I can do the makeup with you guys today. I'm going to show you what kind of products I'm using, and I'm going to put the description of the product in the description box as well. So you can look that up if you'd like. As I said, it's not perfect yet, so there's a few things that I will mess up, probably, but I would just like to share with you guys what I do. I'm going to start off with priming my face. My face is already washed. I've been trying a few different products to wash my face and to hydrate my face that suit me. I don't know if I found the one yet, but I keep looking. So I'm gonna start off with priming my face. I do this with the Miracle Prep by Max Factor. It's a pore minimizing and mattifying primer. I also started doing my nails earlier, but I did it at the most inconvenient time. So I didn't actually finish them. So they are a little bit of a disaster. I like to put my primer just on the areas where I do have the most visible pores, just so that it's a bit mattified. And I also have oily skin, so I do like to keep it a bit more matte instead of shiny. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some foundation. Actually it changes at the time how I like to apply my foundation. At the moment it's more just with my fingers first and then dapping it with the sponge, just because it's quick and I don't know, I feel like I have more control over the product. Also I'm still looking for the perfect way to clean all my brushes and my sponges and things like that. I mean, that is something that I definitely have to figure out. But I'm just gonna start with the foundation. I usually don't put a whole lot on. I don't really feel like I need a whole lot. Also, it's very warm, so I like to have a light feeling on my face and not completely caked up. I'm gonna sweat it off anyway after a few hours, so I do like to put on a little bit more than this. What I'm using for the foundation is from Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. I bought this literally in the supermarket because I ran out of foundation the other day and I really needed it. So that's kind of what I'm working with for now. As you can see, I'm using my hands to put it on mostly. And then afterwards, like I said earlier, I'm dapping it in with the sponge just to get it all even and also avoid any visible areas where the foundation sits on. I don't know what I'm talking about. I really love the color of my nails, by the way. I literally found it the other day and I just love it. But as I said, they're not finished yet, so they look like a mess. Alright, the mirror is a little bit far away and I'm not wearing my lenses at the moment. So who knows, maybe you guys will see at the end of this video that it looks like a disaster and I will think it looks completely fine because I'm looking at myself in a mirror that is too far away. And, you know, I can't see anything. So this is gonna be an exciting journey. I'm just dapping it in now with my sponge. My damp sponge. Obviously this is the neck. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, the color that I'm using for the foundation is ivory. I am pale and from myself, obviously, as being a redhead. They do tend to be a little paler. So ivory is the one that I'm using right now. It probably doesn't match my body anymore because I haven't had for the first time in my whole life, but it is what I'm using on my face because I tend to keep my face out of the sun. Now I'm gonna start with the concealer, which is from Maybelline as well, also from the same supermarket actually, in a light, and it's Instant Anti-Age Bordeaux. I don't know why, but yes, that's what I'm going with. So I always just put it under my eyes because I do have dark circles. And on my eyelids because I don't have an eyeshadow primer yet. And a little bit on my nose and my chin. And obviously if I have any spots that I would like to conceal, I do that with the concealer as well. So just for my eyes. It's not the most ideal application, I am aware of that, but it works. Alright, so then I'm gonna blend that in with a smaller blender just to make sure that it all fits in. My hair is... This deciding to just slip out of what it was and join the game today. I don't know if in makeup tutorials we should be looking at the camera, but yes. As I said, this is my, I could call it my everyday look if I would wear it every day, but I don't wear it every day, obviously. So I just call it my occasion look, you know, when I go anywhere on an occasion or if I talk to anyone on occasion. So this week I had the 2 appointments that I told you guys about in my mental health journey video, and one was with the psychologist and one with the psychiatrist. I'm gonna leave it up to Monday to discuss how that went, but I had the 2 appointments. I also got a new job. Yay, go me. As you see, I just used the clip. I got a new job. I'm starting that, well, in the middle of this month actually. I am gonna go to work to my old job for 2 days after my holidays, and then I'm gonna start a new job for 2 days, and then it's weekend. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is to set everything, well, not everything, just set the concealer mostly. It's just, I'm gonna use some powder, translucent powder. I normally don't really use this sponge, but that's what I would try it. It just sets it and it makes sure that it doesn't really wrinkle up. Alright, this is not working for me, guys. I have to find my brush. Bear with me. There it is. Found it. Right, so what I do is just put it on the brush and just dab it under the eye, on the nose, where I literally just put it as well, on top of my forehead. And I do a little bit on my eyelids as well. It's just because it's so warm here that I feel like if I don't do that, and now I'm itching all over. Always when I put foundation on, I just start to itch. What I used for that was the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, again Matte and Poreless by Maybelline New York. It's just to keep everything in place, basically. What I do for my eyebrows, I don't really do much with my eyebrows. I only use the gel from NYX Professional Makeup Tinted Brow Mascara, and it's just, I don't know, I tend to leave my brows alone basically. I like them as they are, but I do put a little bit on just to cover up any gaps that I have, or just to keep them in place basically. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. Right, so I'm just gonna do that, and again, I can't really see, so I have to pray that this is gonna look alright. Because everything is quite new to me. Oh my goodness, that looks so dark. Because everything is quite new to me, I'm still figuring out with products what I like to use and what I like to not use and everything like that. And right now, this is what I'm using. Bear with me. Yes, for some reason they are looking way darker than normal. Maybe it's because of the lighting, I don't know, it's a bit scary. Anyway, so another reason why I never do my brows is because I'm just too scared to fuck them up, really. Let's be honest, yeah. Alright, what I'm going to be doing next is just my eyeshadow. I'm going to try and show you guys how I do it, what I do with it, and hopefully it turns out nice. Okay, I usually start over, these are my brushes. There's nothing interesting really. They're from the brand Eco Tools. They're made out of wood. Well, obviously this bar is made out of wood, which is pretty cool. And they just come with the double-sided brushes, which for me is really just nice and easy. Because I always lose everything, basically. So what I just do, I take my NYX Ultimate Edit palette, that's this one, and I'm going to be using the lighter shade, the darkest shade, and then the sparkly shade for the end. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I take the lighter shade, they probably have names, I'm probably not saying this right, and I'm just going to put that over my brow bone. And look, I got a mirror and it says, hey, you look beautiful. This is going to make it a little bit easier for me. I'll try not to cover my face too much to actually see what I'm doing. So I use the most fluffy brush, the fluffiest brush. I should really look up these names before doing this, shouldn't I? I hope you guys will bear with me. Maybe in 2 months I will do a better video of how I get ready, you know, more sophisticated or something. So I just, like I said earlier, I just put that lighter color all over my eyebrow. I'm just going back and forth in a circular motion. Well, that's what I try to do anyway. I do feel like my eyes are quite deep, so it's very difficult for me to get eyeshadow on in the right way. And I do believe that I've now found a way to do it that I like, that I think it looks nice. Another thing is that it's not consistent for me, because one day it looks very good and the other day it looks, I don't know, not that great. But let's see. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna draw an outer V, or put it in the corner of my eye, the darker shade here. I'm just gonna show you guys. So what I do, because my eyes are quite deep in, I tend to not go straight to the outside. I tend to actually make it up to my eyebrow corner, or my eyebrow point or tail, or if whatever official name there might be for that. So first I just tap it down. It's more like a guideline for me. This is probably not the best way to do it because of blending, but it gives me sort of a guideline where to go. So as you guys can see, that's like, it will be like a little wing kind of thing. My lack of knowledge of makeup is probably very shocking. And then I just tend to put it inside my crease as well as in the corner of my eye. And like I said, I try to blend it out as well. It's not, I really sometimes have to go over it twice just because I pat it on in the beginning so the color doesn't spread out evenly. So what I do now is I just take a little bit more just to make the color a little bit darker, but also to be able to put it more in the crease than before, because of the color, because I put the color on the corner, it didn't actually go there in the crease. Right, so this is kind of the darkness that I get from it. I still have to blend it out. I usually do that after I do the other eye. So now I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. You'll see that my eyes never turn out the same. But anyway, so I'm gonna do exactly the same. I'm gonna put it towards my eyebrow, not towards my ears or anything like that. And then I'm gonna put it a little bit on the lid and then into the crease as well. And then again, because I patted it on the first time, I'm gonna have to take some more to be able to make it more even. And then after that, I'm gonna be blending it in. That was the word I was looking for. Right, so to blend it in, I'm gonna get the brush that I used to put the color on my brow bone. And then I'm just gonna go in circular motions. And then I'm just gonna do that until it actually has blended in. No! Sorry, the cat tried to jump on the table with me. Which is not a good idea because all my stuff is on the table right now. And then when I think it's blended enough, I'm gonna continue on to the lid color, which is gonna be the last color that I showed you guys. That is the little bit more sparkly color. And I'm just gonna pat that on with this little brush, the same as I used for the dark color. I'll obviously clean this time because otherwise it's just gonna be a mess. And I'm just gonna be patting that onto the lid where the first color isn't, so where the darker color isn't put. This is just a little bit more sparkle to it. What I like to do is from my NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, I like to get the more gold shine, so it's a little bit lighter. Just that color there. And just put it in the crease, in the corner of my eye, in my tear duct, with a small brush, just to pop that out a little bit. And then under my under eye line, I do the exact same color order as I did on the top. So I start off with the dark, pull the most amazing faces. That's just part of the job now, isn't it? Start off with the dark, and then I put in the more shiny one. And then I leave the eyebrow bone color. I leave that one, I don't put down the lower lash line. Instead I go to the more gold lash line. The more gold color, and put that in there so it comes up with the tear duct then. There we go. And I just blend that in again with the blending side of my brush, so the bigger brush. Try to go from the light part to the dark part so that it blends in nice. And that is my eyes. Then I have an itchy nose. What I like to do then is that because I don't actually have a contour kit, so I just take an eyeshadow. You can hear the guinea pigs in the background. They're happy that I clean this up. And then I got something. The guinea pigs are in the background celebrating their cage. Every time I clean it, they're just the most happy animals on earth. I take a flat brush for this. And then I take a very light eyeshadow from a Catrice set, actually, the Peach Origin. And I actually just bring that on ever so slightly. Because I don't know how to contour yet and I don't really want to be walking around looking like a clown. And then I do go over that with the smaller side of the brush I used earlier for the powder, just to blend it in completely so that I don't have two brown stripes on the side of my head, on my cheeks. And that is my face. I'm gonna put on the mascara that I use, which is also NYX. It's the Doll Eye mascara. I actually bought that because I just needed a mascara. I'm not really a fan of it, but it works for now. And I just put that only on my upper lash, I don't know, I'm always a little bit scared to put it on the lower lash. So like I said, I started a new job. Well, I have a new job, which I'm going to start. And one thing that I really would like to do is actually get my hair dyed. I want to get my hair dyed pink, very light pink. So bleached and then dyed. I think it would look nice. But I know that if I do it, I will probably after like a week or so think, oh no, my own color, I miss it. So as I said, like Monday I will be discussing more about my appointments that I had this week. I'm just discussing not what we were talking about, but what the plan is and what I'm gonna do moving forward as well. Just because I like to share it with you guys on my mental health journey. Now I'm gonna do my lips. I actually bought a lip liner today, so I have to get it out of the packaging first. So this color matches one of the lip glosses that I have, so that's why I bought it. And I'm just gonna do the outer line of my lips, and then I'm gonna finish it up with the lip gloss. And then I usually put another gloss over it, which has a little bit of a glitter in it, just to finish the look. Usually I wait a little bit for this to dry first before I put the other one on, just so it doesn't smudge and, you know, it isn't as counterproductive. So I think that has dried enough now. So what I'm just gonna do, because it's quite a dark color, I like to just put a little bit of shimmer in the middle. So that's the finished look. That was it for today's video. That was my first makeup tutorial. I will do like a recap when I like develop a little bit more in my makeup. So in about 2 months, I would say I would definitely redo it, and maybe I will be a bit more successful then. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank you so much for watching. Obviously, I'll put the descriptions of all the products that I used in the description box. Definitely give a follow to my mental health journey as well. I will put an update on Monday. So thank you guys for watching. And definitely, if you love this video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to share it, please do so. And that was it. So thank you. 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 Thank you.